In this video, we will be discussing negotiable instruments, specifically regarding negotiability and transferability. What is a negotiable instrument? Defined, a negotiable instrument is a substitute for cash that is a written document containing the signature of the creator who makes an unconditional promise or order to pay a sum certain in money, either at a time certain or on demand. The UCC recognizes four types of negotiable instruments, those being notes, certificates of deposits, drafts, and/or checks. Notes and drafts can either be time instruments or demand instruments. A time instrument is a payment that can be made only at a specific time designated in the future, such as a certificate of deposit. A demand instrument is when the payee can demand actual payment at any time, such as a check. Let's take a look at a scenario involving commercial paper. In this scenario, Sarah recognizes a need for a printer. Her coworker, John, offers to sell her his used one for only $20. Later that day, John talks to his friend Brent about his need for a new office chair. Brent offers his office chair to John for only $20. John then assigns Sarah's payment to Brent. Sarah pays Brent, and everyone is therefore happy. Now let's say, what if the printer Sarah receives was broken, making her refuse to pay Brent? Technically, Sarah is not liable because John breached contract. However, under the rules of negotiable instrument, she might have to pay Brent. Clearly, when contracts for such transactions are not in breach, everything works out fine. Potential problems, however, lead to the evolution of the law surrounding negotiable commercial paper. Requirements for negotiability. First, it must be a written document and have relative permanence and movability. Second, the signature of the maker or drawer must have an affirmative mark, duly authorized agent, handwritten, even without signature, and automated signature. Third, unconditional order or promise to pay must be specific and not implied. Fourth, a sum certain in money, which is currency only where any currency is acceptable. Five, payable at a certain time or on demand, involves acceleration of payment and extension of payment. And lastly, the words of negotiability, declaring to the order of and order instrument. we take a look at the next example of a check, we can see that the unconditional order to pay, time certain, sum certain in money, and the signature of the drawer are displayed. Article 3 of the UCC outlines the requirements that negotiable instruments, including checks, must meet, and it establishes the rights and responsibilities pertaining to parties to negotiable instruments. Article 4, however, creates the framework controlling deposit and checking agreements between banks and customers, and it directs the relationships between banks as checks are processed among different banks. Electronic fund transfers are transactions which a retail customer pays for an item with a debit card that allows the customer's bank account to be instantly charged, ATM transactions, and direct deposits of paychecks. Thanks to technology, e-money and online banking allow customers to manage digital cash, where money is stored electronically on microchips, magnetic strips, or other computer media. In this video,